All right, guys, so if you're coming over from Facebook to watch this YouTube video, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about the new Bronco. Guys, are y'all pumped?
Yeah!
All right, let's talk. Let's get a little reaction here from a few different demographics. I love everything I'm seeing so far, but let's talk with Leah first. Okay, of what you've seen, I know what's most important to you. It's color.
Look.
What color are you liking so far?
No, I keep seeing one that looks like a baby blue, but you say it's gray. It looks pretty, but I think I just saw Eric up close, and I like the two-tone interior. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
All right, kiddos, you've seen it. You're still watching it. What do you like so far? What's your favorite Dayton?
How fast it can go over rocks.
How fast it'll go over rocks. Riley?
The roof and the front of it.
What do you like about the roof?
Then it comes off.
How much does it come off?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, baby!
What do you do with the doors when you take them off?
You put them in the back. Put them in the back.
So you could take off riding, and if it starts raining, what could you do?
Put it back on.
Put it back on.
You need a Bronco.
It's pretty awesome, guys.
Bronco family, built as wild as what you're looking for.
And that might be it. Let's see if that's the end. And maybe they'll come out now and talk about it. This is the photo we've been seeing all along. Anyway, first reaction, this thing's awesome. That four-door looks just as good as the two-door. Traditionally, I've liked the two-door Jeep. I think let's all just talk about it. The Jeep's what we're comparing this to. It's obviously built to compete directly, option for option. It looked to me in first reaction and what we've seen and what we've been reading in the leaks, this has some one-uppers on Jeep. Now, Jeep did just announce, I think it was yesterday, they're going to put the V8 Hemi in the Wrangler. And I think that's a good idea for them because that'll give them a new shot in the arm, something different that they haven't done in a very long time. Obviously, traditionally, both the Wrangler and the Bronco had V8s, but with turbos, I mean, you guys know me if you watch my channel at all. I took a Raptor, which was the V6 turbos, and I took a Mustang that was a V8, and I traded them both in on a V8 truck and supercharged it. So I love V8s. I can't argue with the low end torque of the turbo system. My brother Sam, you've seen his EcoBoost here on the channel. It's got a ton of torque. It's got a lot of get up and go. Now this will be the 2.7 from what I'm hearing so far. That's not a world beater, but with, I don't know, some money that we were going to spend on the truck and some plans we've already got because we know what you can do to a 2.7, we'll get that up north of 400, 500 horsepower pretty quick. But it looks like we're going to start out around the 300 mark. But I think I'm pretty excited about what I'm seeing so far. Let's get a little bit more details off the internet, and I'm going to go through some more of the technical specs. Let's take a break here, and I'm not going to show my credit card on screen, but we're going to walk you through this reservation. So we're on the site. The reveal's over with. I believe it started. It's 8:13. I think at 8 o'clock is when this process started, but we're going to be able to reserve. I don't know what I want to reserve, but we're going to reserve two of these dudes. I think the Badlands is the Mac Daddy with the big tires. Let's see. Wild Track looks even wilder. So just wanted to show you the site. You can now reserve. It's going to take $100 on a credit card. If I click four-door, it switches over to the four-door versions, and then there's actually a first edition, it looks like here. If I click over on four-door, there's a first edition. Okay, there's a first edition on two-door and four-door. So I'm sure it looks like you got an extra bar up here. It's probably got a lot of other cool features on it, but we'll make a decision here in just a minute on what we're going to actually reserve. So what are you thinking? I don't think we have to pick colors. I think we have to pick the type of model. And then the way I believe this works is after you make your reservation for only $100, you will, when your time comes up or when your build gets closer or whenever you get some type of notification from Ford, you'll actually go to a dealer with your I guess, reservation. This is just like they did on the Mach-E that they just put out, and they had a ton of reservations for that. When it's time to start to build that, you will put your order in with an actual dealer, so you can work your deal out with them on money and on how you're actually going to purchase that. And then your order will be fulfilled, built, and sent to you. I'm sure things are susceptible to changing. I did notice that when I just tried to get on the site, it took a good 30 seconds to get the Ford site to come up. I pulled it up on my phone. It came up a little bit quicker on the mobile site. I wouldn't doubt their site doesn't crash over the excitement right now. And I know a bunch of people don't even know yet that they need to reserve to get in line. So I'm going to hop off the camera real quick and go ahead and put in some reservations. We'll talk technical here in just a minute. Just want to bring you guys back on screen for just a second. I'm trying to make my reservation, but there must be a ton trying to load in here right now, because I can put in my area where I'm at and I can put the trim level I want, but it's not letting me go any further and put any of my personal information in. So who knows? We'll figure it out. I think there's probably just an influx, but I'm going to keep pushing and get this in here. Every time I get through just a little ways, it says client rejected by SLM monitor from client. So they've got some kind of problem going on with the influx or just the site in general. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we were able to get in. I think we finally crossed over here and got into this deal. So I'm gonna fill this form out, but I want to show you some of this. I've got to go phone number. Not going to do home phone, not going to show you my address, but over here on this other side, I'm going to try to get a 4-door first edition. Come in as close as you can. You get to pick 4-door. It says $63,500 is the base and $1,495 is the destination charge. That looks like maxed out all the way. And then I'll have paid $100 for that already. So it looks like the first edition is very expensive. I'm going to try to look at a 2-door here in just a second after I run through this, and we'll see what the price of that is. So I've got the equivalent of the Apple spinning pinwheel of death. I've got the modulating forge symbol. I've been trying for 25 minutes now. I'm not mad. I'll get it done and we'll get a Bronco. But at this point, I've tried the limited edition, which they're only going to make 3,500 of in a 4-door, and it won't go, it won't get me past this screen. I was able to fill out the information on this screen, but when I hit confirm, at the next screen, I was able to hit confirm, and then it just went to some googly gosh screen. I never got to put credit card in, so I know I don't have it reserved yet, but we're going to keep working, and it may be a while before the traffic slows down. I'm still after the limited edition in the 4-door at least. So we've got a couple choices here. You start out at the base, down here at the bottom we got steel wheels on there, and then you go up to Big Bend, Black Diamond, Outer Banks, which is more of your luxury style, Badlands, which is extreme off-roading, Wild Track, which was high-speed off-roading, and then First Edition, which mixes everything together. Super nice interior, rock crawling, high speed. It kind of puts the best of everything out there. So we're going to keep trying until we get this thing whipped. So we're finding the culprit. I switched browsers and refreshed, and I've got a countdown from 50 seconds. It says, hold your horses. Due to overwhelming demand, it's taking a little longer to process your request. This page will be available again momentarily. So we're waiting on this countdown to see if we can get back to our reservation. It's kind of been a cluster. It's almost like a new Tesla being announced as far as or an iPhone. That's something I've experienced where it doesn't matter what you do, you can't get the computer to take your order or to get all the way through the process before it crashes. So we're working hard to get this done. 5, 4, 3, we don't know what's going to happen. 2, 1, and it's probably just going to reroute me back to the main page. Yeah, so basically the Forge side is so overwhelmed that it had to do a 50 count before it put me back on to the reservation page and basically start over again. So I'm going First Edition, clicking 4-door, clicking review, and I've got a problem. It says this dealer doesn't accept reservations, which is not right. So if I go back over to my Safari browser, which I've been in Chrome had a big problem. It wasn't letting me get anywhere. So let's try again with Safari. I'm sorry if this bores you guys. It's just something I've been waiting to do for, I don't know, a couple of months now. And phooey, it's trying to reserve a base level. So we go to first edition, 4-door, review, Ted Russell, review now. And this is where we go to the blue spinner or Ford spinner, and then we get this junk up here. So I don't know if we're gonna get this thing done tonight or not. I'm gonna keep pushing. Either way, I'm pumped, and we're gonna get these things in here just as fast as possible. We may not be the first. It's not looking good. I don't know if everybody else is experiencing the same thing. Obviously, we'll get feedback on that later tonight and then tomorrow as far as what people's experience has been in trying to get this order placed. So I'm gonna keep hitting refresh and keep poking away. I'm having the same daggum experience through the cell phone. I've got the same little bullcrap text SLM monitor from client. So we're having a lot of problems. This must be going better than Ford. I say better. The number of reservations may be better than what they expected, but the experience is not probably what they had hoped for, because I can't get as far on the phone as I was able to get on the computer. This is my payment screen I'm still waiting on. Let's click out here. Let's refresh. When I refresh, it's still trying to go to payment, but I bet I get an error page if I had to bet. Boy, this is painful to know. What's painful about this, as I wait on this, what's painful is I know a lot of other people have gotten their reservation in. That stings a little bit. Hopefully the pull I have with dealer, and maybe I'd have to buy somebody else's reservation if their number gets called sooner and they're able to flip the car over to me. So we're gonna do what it takes to get there first. Okay, I hit refresh, that's come back up, and I get the dreaded rejection SLM monitor from client error screen again. So we're gonna keep trying. Okay, we got Sam on the cell phone. I'm gonna put him on speaker. He's trying from his house on his phone and on his computers, and he's having the same. Like, what kind of luck are you having, Sam?
This XML file does not appear to have any style information associated with it. The document tree is shown below. And there's some HTML code.
So we're getting more coding instructions than we are Bronco ordering today. I think this product might have been a little more popular than what they thought. What do you think, Sam?
I believe it's what people want to do on a Monday night with nothing else to do.
The Ford website ain't having it. You can see here it's 9:19. The order's opened up at 8, and I'm having no luck getting through. Sam's having no luck getting through. So we're gonna sit here, and you may not see this video until late tonight, because we're not gonna upload it till we've got something ordered. I don't care if we got to get the base model. We're going to get something ordered tonight. Ford is down for everyone. It's not just you. The server is not responding. So it's going to be popular. I will sit here. It's 9:35. I will sit here all night until I get this in. I'm not going to give up. Okay. It's 10:41. 2 hours and 40 minutes after the reveal, and I'm very excited to announce that we have a confirmation. We have been through this website on 2 different browsers, different cell phones, other people trying for me as well, probably not helping the problem because we had so many people trying at one time, but this was harder than ordering any iPhone that I've ever ordered. I'm pumped about this. The color doesn't indicate anything. We get to pick that out later, but we actually have a 4-door limited edition, or I guess first edition. I don't know that we'll end up actually getting to get the first edition. They're only going to do 3,500 of those. Were we one of the first 3,500? I don't know. That's the same. The 4-door first edition is what I've been hitting the whole time. I'm going to try to get another 2-door reserved tonight. So you need to subscribe down below. As we go through this whole process, you'll kind of see as we get to pick out all the options and finalize what we're going to do to the Bronco, the first one or the first and second one that we get. Okay, I interrupt this video. Just walked back over to the computer, and 5 minutes later allows me to put another order in, or another reservation in. So I've got another 2-door first edition. It would be awesome to get a 2 and 4-door first edition. I don't know if this will happen. We'll see. I'll let you finish your video, but we got 2 Broncos reserved. We got a dealer that's our buddy that we buy cars from, that we've worked with before, that services our vehicles. We'll see what happens. And obviously we got a ton of F-150 content that you're going to enjoy. The Supercharged F-150, we're fixing to start racing with that truck, drag racing. Some things that a video will drop here in a day or two that I think you're going to enjoy. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.